This is not a joke. Your person was forced to leave you. Finally, now the veil is lifting, and the truth that was hidden in the shadows is stepping into the light. The Creator, the God who sees every heart and knows every pain, is speaking to you right now. His voice is clear, cutting through the silence that has weighed on your soul. The time for wondering, for questioning, for carrying the ache of loss is over. What was kept in the dark is being revealed, and the truth is rising like a river that cannot be stopped. The one you love, the person your heart cannot let go of, was never meant to walk away from you. They were forced to leave, pulled away by lies, by pressure, by forces they couldn't fight. But God is greater than those forces, and He is moving now to restore what was taken from you. You've been carrying a heavy burden, haven't you? The question that haunts you in the quiet moments: why did they leave? Why did everything change when it felt so right? You've replayed every moment in your mind, the way their smile warmed your heart, the way their voice felt like a safe place. The way you felt like you were meant to be together. Those moments weren't just in your imagination. They weren't a dream you made up. They were real, created by God Himself. Your love wasn't just a feeling, it was a divine plan, a connection meant to shine, to grow, to change the world around you. But something so special, so holy, always attracts opposition. The enemy saw how strong your love was and worked to tear it apart, not because it was weak, but because it was powerful. The person you love was caught in a trap they didn't even see. People around them, maybe a close friend, a family member, or someone they trusted, spoke words that sounded like advice but were really lies. They told your person you were holding them back, that you weren't good for their future, that they needed to let you go to succeed. They used fear, guilt, and promises of a better life to convince them. And your person, confused and overwhelmed, believed they were doing the right thing by walking away. But the moment they did, something inside them broke. Their heart knew the truth, even if their mind was clouded. They felt the loss, even if they couldn't say it out loud. You noticed the change, didn't you? The way their eyes stopped meeting yours, the way their words grew short, the way they seemed to pull away without explaining why. You wondered what you did wrong. You thought maybe you weren't enough, maybe you said something or did something to push them away. You blamed yourself, and that pain cut deep. But listen closely, they didn't choose to leave you. They were forced. They were trapped by lies, by people who wanted to control them, by a plan that wasn't from God. Someone they trusted built a wall between you, using words that sounded kind but were meant to divide. They told your person you were too much, that you were a mistake, that they'd be better off without you. And in their confusion, they believed it. But God saw everything. He saw every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered, every moment you spent wondering why. He wasn't silent, even when it felt like He was. He was working behind the scenes, holding every piece of your broken heart, preparing the moment when the truth would come out. Your love was never forgotten, it was guarded by God, kept safe in His hands, waiting for the right time to be restored. And that time is now. The season of pain is ending, and the season of healing is beginning. You've felt them, even when they were gone. You've seen their name pop up in random places, a song on the radio, a date that reminded you of them, a dream that felt so real you woke up with your heart racing. Those weren't just coincidences. They were signs from God, little messages to keep your hope alive, to remind you that your connection is still there, still strong, still part of His plan. You kept loving them, even when it hurt. You kept praying, even when it felt like no one was listening. And that love, that faith, moved God's heart. Your love wasn't a mistake, it was a gift, a purpose, a bond created in heaven. The person you love hasn't been at peace since they left. You might have thought they moved on, that they were happy without you. But the truth is, they've been restless. They've smiled for others, but inside, they've been hurting. They've tried to fill the emptiness. Maybe they dated someone else, chased new goals, built a life that looked good on the outside. But nothing worked. Their heart kept pulling them back to you. They've seen your face in their dreams, heard your name in conversations, felt your presence in moments they couldn't explain. God was speaking to them, reminding them of the truth, stirring their soul to wake up. Now, the lies that held them back are falling apart. The people who tried to control them are losing their grip. The confusion is clearing, and the truth is shining through. They're starting to see what happened, how they were lied to, how they were pushed away from you, how they were made to believe you weren't right for them. They're questioning everything now, and God is giving them the courage to face the truth. They want to reach out, to tell you everything, to make things right. But they're scared, not of you, but of the people who still try to hold them back, of the fear that they've hurt you too much. But God is stronger than fear. He is breaking every barrier, silencing every voice that tries to stop His plan. This isn't about getting even. This is about making things right. God is bringing the truth to light, not to hurt anyone but to set you both free. The person who tried to keep you apart will face their own consequences, not because you want them to, but because God's justice is perfect. The lies they told, the walls they built, will crumble under the weight of His truth. And when they do, your person will see everything clearly. They'll understand who was behind their choice to leave, what was said, and why it happened. They'll come to you, not with pride or excuses, but with a heart full of regret and love, ready to tell you the truth. You need to be ready for that moment. Not to hold on to anger or pain, but to open your heart to the love you've always carried. God has been working on you, too. He's been making you stronger, teaching you to trust Him, showing you how powerful your love is. The pain you went through wasn't to break you, it was to build you. You're not the same person you were when they left. You're wiser, braver, closer to God's light. When they return, they'll see that light in you, and it will draw them closer, not just to you, but to the purpose God has for both of you. This reunion is not just about getting back together, it's about something bigger. It's about a love that's stronger because it faced the storm. It's about a bond that's deeper because it was tested. It's about a purpose that's clearer because it was hidden for a while. God is writing a new chapter for you, one filled with healing, truth, and a greater purpose. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to prove your worth. You are already chosen, already loved, already seen by the one who created you. God is aligning the stars, moving the mountains, clearing the path for what is to come. You may feel a shift before you see it, a lightness in your spirit, a peace that doesn't make sense, a spark of hope you thought was lost. That's God preparing your heart, telling you He is working, He is restoring what belongs to you. You will hear from them, perhaps in a way you least expect. A message that lights up your phone, a call that catches you off guard, a meeting that feels like fate. Their voice will tremble, they will say your name, they will confess the truth, they will tell you about the pressures they faced, the lies they believed, the moments they wanted to reach out but couldn't. They will admit their love, their regret, their desire to make things right. You will have a choice, to forgive, to rebuild, to walk forward together in a new chapter written by God. This is not about going back. It's about stepping into what was always meant to be. A love stronger because it survived the storm. A bond deeper because it was tested. A purpose clearer because it was hidden for a time. God is writing a new chapter for you, filled with healing, truth, and a greater purpose. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to prove your worth. You are already chosen, already loved, already seen by the one who created you. Let's go deeper, because God wants you to understand the full meaning of this moment. This separation wasn't just about you and your person, it was about a bigger plan. Your love wasn't just a romance, it was a divine calling, a purpose to bring light into a dark world. The enemy saw this and was afraid. He knew that together, you and your person could change lives, break chains, and shine with a power that would shake his plans. So he used people you trusted, people they trusted, to create division. He used fear, doubt, and lies to pull you apart. But what the enemy meant to destroy, God is using to rebuild. Think about the moments you felt them, even when they were gone. The dreams that woke you up, their face so clear it felt like they were there. The songs that played at just the right moment, carrying their memory in every note. The random signs, a stranger saying their name, a place that reminded you of a shared moment. Those were not accidents. They were God's way of keeping your heart connected to theirs, reminding you that what you felt was real, that what you shared was eternal. You kept loving them, even when the world told you to let go. You kept praying, even when doubt tried to creep in. And that faith, that stubborn love, has moved heaven itself. The person you love has been fighting a battle you couldn't see. They've been wrestling with the lies they were told, the pressure they faced, the fear that kept them silent. They've tried to move forward, to build a life without you, but their soul has been restless. They've seen your face in their dreams, heard your voice in their quiet moments, felt your love in the spaces they couldn't fill. God has been speaking to them, too, stirring their spirit, awakening their heart. They are realizing who they are meant to be, and that their purpose is tied to you. God is breaking the chains that held them back. The voices that controlled them are losing their power. The fog of confusion is clearing, and the light of truth is breaking through. They are starting to question everything, the words they were told, the choices they made, the path they were pushed to follow. And as they question, they are remembering. They are remembering the way your love made them feel alive, the way your presence gave them peace, the way your heart was a home they could never replace. They are realizing that they were not just walking away from you, they were walking away from their own destiny. This is the moment of divine turnaround. God is shifting the tide, undoing the damage, restoring what was stolen. The person who tried to separate you will be exposed, not to shame them, but to free you both from their influence. God is not interested in punishment. He is interested in healing. He is interested in truth. And the truth is that your love was never meant to end. It was meant to grow, to flourish, to become a light for others. The enemy tried to bury it, but God is raising it up. You may be wondering what to do now. The answer is simple: trust. Trust God. Trust the process. Trust the love that has carried you this far. You don't need to chase them, to beg, to prove yourself. You are already enough. You are already chosen. God is working behind the scenes, putting every piece in place, making every path straight. All you need to do is stay open, stay faithful, stay rooted in God's love. Keep praying, not out of desperation, but out of confidence that the one who started this story will finish it. The reunion that is coming will be more than you've imagined. It will be greater, deeper, more powerful. It will not just be a return to what was, it will be a step into what is meant to be. God is preparing you both for a new chapter, one built on truth, on forgiveness, on a love that has been tested and found unbreakable. You will hear from them, maybe in a moment you least expect. A message, a call, a meeting that feels like the universe conspired to make it happen. And when they speak, you will hear the truth you've always known in your heart. They will tell you about the battles they fought, the lies they believed, the moments they wanted to reach out but couldn't. They will confess their love, their regret, their longing to make things right. And you will have a choice. Not to dwell on the pain, not to hold on to the hurt, but to embrace the healing that God is offering. To forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you are free. To rebuild, not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. To walk forward together, not because it makes sense to the world, but because it fulfills God's plan. This is not about going back, it's about going forward, hand in hand, into a future that shines with the light of heaven. God is asking you to prepare your heart. Let go of the weight of self-doubt. Release the burden of blame. You were never too much. You were never not enough. You were chosen, created, destined for this love, for this purpose, for this moment. The pain you endured was not a punishment, it was a refining fire, making you stronger, wiser, more radiant. God has been shaping you, preparing you for what's coming. And what's coming is not just a reunion, it's a testimony. A story that will inspire others, a love that will shine as a beacon of hope, a miracle that will glorify God. You may feel the shift before you see it. A lightness in your heart, a peace that doesn't make sense, a hope that rises without reason. That's God moving in you, preparing you for what's next. You'll start waking up with a smile, feeling a warmth in your soul, sensing that something is changing. That's God telling you the wait is almost over. The one you love is being led back to you, not by force, but by the gentle, unstoppable hand of God. And when they return, it will be a moment of glory, a moment of truth, a moment that proves that nothing, no lie, no fear, no force, can stand against God's plan. This is your divine promise. The love you carry was not a mistake. The pain you endured was not in vain. The prayers you whispered were heard, and they are being answered. God is moving, and soon, you will see. This is your truth. This is your time. The one you love is coming back, not as they were, but as they are meant to be. And you, beloved, are ready, not as you were, but as you have become. A soul forged in faith, a heart purified by love, a spirit radiant with the light of God. Hold fast to faith. Shut out the voices of doubt, the ones who tell you to give up, to move on, to let go. They don't see what God sees. They don't know what the Creator knows. Your love story is not over, it's being rewritten with a glory that will leave you in awe. God is with you, guiding you, protecting you. You are not alone. The angels are watching, the heavens are working, and God is writing the next chapter of your story. Get ready, because the moment is near. The message is coming. The call is coming. The reunion is coming. And when it does, you will know that every tear, every prayer, every moment of waiting was worth it. God is restoring what was stolen, healing what was broken, reviving what was lost. This is not just a love story, it's a divine story. And the Creator, the author of all things, is writing the ending. Closing call to action. If this message has touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. Subscribe for more messages of truth and love. If you feel led, leave a super thanks to support this ministry of restoration. Your story is not over, it's just beginning.